Neosho's points. Here's a pass inside to Osborne. He tried to get the ball to Sunga, taken away by the Panthers. Here come the Panthers the other way. Buggage tries to throw the ball in the court, almost throws it away. Saved by Downing back out to, saved by Buggage back out to Downing. Here's Buggage. Buggage drives in, feeds the ball into Hughes, knocked away by Garden City. Tried to get it out to Osborne, knocked away by Buggage. And here we now have it knocked out in front of Garden City's bench, and they're going to say it went off of the Panthers, and it'll stay with Garden City. Checking in for Garden City, Rennie Luau will come to the ball game. He'll come in for Song. KJ Marshall brings it across. Garden City trails by 3, 6-3. Here's a drive on the right-hand side. He shoots. He's fouled. He scores as Denver Jones will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. So that'll send Denver Jones to the line. The foul's going to be called on Cougar Downing. That'll be his first. Jones hits the and one. Ties the ball game back up 6-all. Neosho with the ball. Here's a drive by Downing. Downing drives in. Shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Feeds it to Hughes up underneath the basket. And that foul's going to be called. Garden City going to foul. Foul's going to be called on Rennie Luau. Be Rennie's first. But that'll put Hughes on the line to shoot 2 shots. First trip to the line tonight. First shot up at the back of the iron won't go. Simon back into the ball game for Garden City. Second shot from Hughes up. That one off the back. Hard won't go. Here comes Garden City the other way. This is Osborne with the ball. Osborne back to Jones. Now back to Luau. Luau with the ball in the corner. Looks to drive. Almost has it knocked away by Downing. Gets it back. Drives in. Turns around. Fights his way into the goal. Puts a shot up. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. And they're going to get Rennie underneath on a foul. So that'll be Rennie's second. Garden City, Neosho tied 6-all here, 15:58 left to go in the first half. Buggage with the ball now off the left-hand corner, looks to drive, does so, fouls in, fadeaway shot, won't go, fight for the rebound. Jones comes up with it. Here comes Garden City the other way. Denver Jones brings it across. Picked up by Buggage. Jones kicks it into the corner to Osborne. Osborne spots up. Shot 3. Won't go. Rebound goes to Downing. Here comes Downing the other way. Downing picked up by Marshall. Kicks the ball over to Railford. Railford now dribbles back out to the top. Railford kicks the ball down into Buggage. Now snap pass in, knocked away. Railford comes up with it. Railford picked up by Osborne now. Railford looks to drive. Shot with the right hand won't go. Fight for the rebound. Is going to go out of bounds off Neosho. That'll be Garden City's ball. J.J. Watson will come into the ball game for Garden City. Jones with the old-fashioned three-pointer. Only 1 3 by Neosho. As Buggage with 5. Downing has 2, and Titus has 2. Garden City inbounds the ball. KJ Marshall with the ball at the top of the key. Marshall with the ball again. Bounces the ball, calls the offense. Shot clock at 15. Here's Marshall with the drive. Kick back outside now to Watson. Watson spots up. 3-point shot. Drains it. J.J. Watson with his second 3. Garden City back out with a 2-point lead. 12-10, 13:08 to play here in the half. Neosho comes down the other way. Buggage dribbles the ball out top. Now Chelsea. Chelsea passes inside, and we're going to have a whistle. Titus used the arm on the drive, and that'll be a charge going the other way. So Daniel Titus will pick up his second foul. Now we've got a whistle. Going to have a bench warning against Neosho. Garden City will inbound after the bench warning. KJ Marshall will bring it across. Marshall kicks the ball to Jones off the right-hand side, back up top to Marshall. Back to Dar, now back to KJ. KJ steps into a three-point shot, won't go, and we're going to have a foul. Mohamed Diar with his first foul. They're going to get him over the back on the rebound. Give Neosho the ball back. 12:33 left to go. Garden City with a 2-point lead, 12-10. Here's a drive inside. Runner shot. No call on the foul. Bounced around. See who it goes with. It's going to go with Garden City. Titus tried to get the ball inside. Did, but then a lot of congestion. Had the shot knocked away. Wasn't real sure who it was off of. Stay with Garden, or go back to Garden City. KJ Marshall with the ball. Comes across. Gets the ball to DR. Back to Watson. Back to Marshall. Now Watson. Watson snap pass underneath. Goes up. As Psalm goes up with it, unable to finish it. Garden City comes down with the rebound, though. Dar with the ball in the corner and in trouble. Long cross-court pass to Watson. Watson comes up with it. Drives in. Jump shot from the free throw line. Won't go. Rebound goes to Neosho. Neosho pushes the ball ahead into the corner left hand. Now back up top. Relford with the ball. Back up top. Picked up by Mo Dar. Now to Buggage. Buggage drives. Step back jumper on the way. That one nothing but the bottom. So Buggage has got 7. And we've got a tie ball game. 12 all. 11:26 to play here in the first half. KJ Marshall now to Jones. Back to Marshall. His one knocked away. KJ manages to come up with it. Not sure how he did that, but he did. Here's a shot in the corner from Watson. He drains it. J.J. Watson's got 9 of the 15 for Garden City. Garden City's got the lead 15-12. Songa's set to come back in for Garden City. Here's a three-point bucket by Neosho on the way, and they answer. Relford with his first points of the night answers the three-point bucket by Garden City, 15 all. 10:50 to play here in the first half. Garden City brings the ball across. Here's Jones back to Marshall. Snap pass underneath. Here's another pass to Dar. Dar goes up, and his shot won't go, but he's going to go to the line and shoot two. Magic Relford will pick up his first foul of the night. That'll send Mo Diarra to the line to shoot two. First shot from Mo off the front of the rim won't go. Mason Osborne will check into the ball game for Garden City. Second shot by Mo Diarra off. That one won't go either. Neosho comes up with the rebound, comes across. Neosho with the ball off the right-hand side. Here's Relford. Relford, long three. That one off the iron won't go. Say it went off shot clock to go to Garden City. Songa will come back in the ball game. Diarra will go to the bench. .10:24 left to play here in the first half. Tie ball game, 15 all. Garden City with the ball. This is Osborne. Osborne back up top. Gets the ball to Watson. Watson looks to drive back to Osborne. Osborne thinks about it for a second. Here's J.J. Watson with a deep three. Shot won't go. Long rebound goes to Neosho. Neosho off and running. Here's a drive-in shot, won't go. Rebound goes to Garden City. Hughes tried taking it to the rim. Here's a pass to Songa. Songa with the ball off the right-hand side. Backs his man down, turns around, and we're going to have a foul. They're going to call that one on Hughes. That'll be his first. But that will send Jasmine Songa to the line to shoot too, I believe. Now we get a timeout. Media timeout. Let's take a 60-second break, or excuse me, let's take a 30-second break, then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. Garden City tied with Neosho, 15-all here in Conestoga Arena. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball, 99.9 The Rock. Aaron Ela back here, Conestoga Arena, on the campus of Garden City Community College. Tie ball game, 15-all. Garden City and Neosho, 9:49 left to play here in the first half. Both teams shooting 33 and 35% between here in the first half. Well, that was real smooth, wasn't it? Garden City on the line to shoot two. Jasmine Songa on the line. Songa out of California. Misses the first one. Songa transferred from Pensacola State. Started 10 games last season. Played in 20. Second shot rolls that one in. So Songa gets one. He's got 4 on the night, including that big three-pointer. 16-15, Garden City with a 1-point lead. Neosho with the ball, 9:40 to play here in the first half. Here's Hughes as he kicks the ball out front. 3-point shot on the way by Titus. Shot won't go. They're going to say the rebound, fight for the rebound, went off of Garden City. It's going to stay with Neosho. So Neosho will have the ball, inbound it as it went off Garden City. Neosho gets the ball, almost knocked away by Watson. An immediate double team. This one thrown away. Now we fight for the ball. Neosho's going to come up with it. Down the court quick, 2-on-1 break. Songa goes up and knocks the pass away. So what a defensive play there by Jasmine Songa to get the ball back as Neosho had the numbers 2-on-1 and was able to, or Songa able to keep them from scoring on the fast break of the turnover. Garden City with the inbound. Marshall brings it across. Here's Jones off the left-hand side. Now to Osborne. Osborne looks inside, bounce pass inside to Songa. Songa turns around, tries to feed the ball to Psalm. Psalm couldn't get it, knocked away by Neosho. Here come the Panthers the other way. Panthers get the ball to Chelsea. Chelsea now to Downing. Downing with the ball off the left-hand elbow, gets a screen between the leg dribble. Now to Titus. To Railford. Railford now sets up another offense. Shot clock at 8. Railford looks for the drive, drives down the middle lane, kicks it out in the corner. Back now, here's a three-point shot on the way by Downing. Downing shot won't go. Rebound goes to Garden City. Denver Jones with the ball, comes across. Gets the ball to Marshall. KJ Marshall with a three-pointer up and in. KJ Marshall with his first points of the game. Garden City with the biggest lead of the game, 19-15. Here's a knock away by Marshall. Marshall still fighting for the ball. Finally, Neosho comes up with it as Titus ends up with it. Now gets the ball back to Downing. Cougar Downing with the ball. Downing drives over the right-hand side. Right-hand floater goes up. Shot won't go. Rebound goes to Garden City. KJ Marshall now immediately with it down court. Here's a drive by Garden City. Jones goes up, has it knocked out of his hand. It's going to go out of bounds and say it will stay with Garden City. KJ Marshall will inbound for Garden City to Osborne, who gets it over to Jones. Jones now back up top of the key, now to Osborne. Osborne drives in, goes in the lane, shot. He's going to go to the line, shoot two. Foul's going to be called on 15. That's DeAndre Hughes. That'll be his second. It's going to send Osborne, Mason Osborne, sophomore out of St. John's, Kansas. Marshall, the only returning player from last year's team, played in 29 games as a freshman, started 17 as he knocks down the first one. So Mason Osborne with his first points of the night gives Garden City a 5-point lead, 20-15, can extend it to 6 here. Mason's season high came against Neosho last year as he scored 11. 50% from the free throw line. Second shot up and on the way, knocks that one down. So Mason Osborne gets them both. Gives Garden City a 6-point lead, 7:42 to go here in the first, 21-15. Jadakiss Soto back in the ball game for Garden City as Mason will take a break after hitting those two. Neosho with the ball. Here's a drive and a shot off the left-hand side. That one up and in by Buggage. Buggage has got 10 of the 17 points for Neosho. 7:21 to play here in the first half. Garden City with the ball, Denver Jones. Off the left-hand corner, gets a screen out front. Jones now into Soto. Soto immediately gets the ball into Songa. Songa's turnaround jumper won't go, fight for the rebound. Garden City almost came down as Saab was in there fighting hard. Neosho comes down with it, and here comes the Panthers the other way. Panthers get the ball. This is Carson. Carson tries to feed it inside, knocked away by Songa. Songa gets the ball to Marshall. Here comes Garden City the other way. Saab with the ball now to Marshall. Back to Saab. Saab off the left-hand side. That's Denver Jones with the three-pointer. Denver Jones with the big three-pointer. Garden City with the biggest lead of the night. 24-17, 6:36 to play here in the first. Relford with the ball, looks to dribble, picked up by Jones. Here's a snap pass inside, couldn't be handled. Pass a little hot there, headed to Titus. Titus was wide open and had a shot. Could have got the pass a little hot. Here's Songa. Songa with the ball as he drives in. And he's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot too. Malik Carson, that'll be his first foul of the night. Be called against Neosho. That's going to send Jasmine Songa to the line to shoot two. He's 1 for 1 for the line so far tonight. Songa hits the first one as Watson will come back into the ball game. Songa gets them both. Songa once scored 51 points in a high school ball game. Here's a drive by Neosho going the other way. Nice bucket in there by Buggage. Buggage adds more to his total. He's got 12 of the 19 for Neosho. Garden City with the ball, Denver Jones. Jones with the ball, gets the ball to Songa. Songa turns around, drives, now kicks it back outside to Soto. Soto drives, his shot won't go. Rebound up and in. So Samba gets the putback. Garden City out to a 9-point lead, 28-19. Here's a long three by Buggage. Shot won't go. Here comes Garden City the other way. J.J. Watson with the run out and puts it in. Watson's got 11, and we got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Garden City starting to feel the momentum change here as they extend the lead out to 11, 30-19. 30-19. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Songa having quite the night for Garden City. He's got 5. Jones has got 6. Mason Osborne with 2. J.J. Watson 9, 10, 11 tonight. And KJ Marshall with 3. Some has 2. That's the scoring for Garden City so far. But Garden City off to a big start here, starting to feel that momentum change. Again, biggest lead of the night, 11 for Garden City. .5:29 left to play here in the first half. Neosho with the ball. Full court pressure now being shown by Garden City. Here's a pass over the left-hand side, back to Buggage. Buggage in the middle. Buggage in the middle now, picked up by Watson. Pass over the left side, this is Chelsea. Chelsea drives in, right-handed shot up and in. Tremaine Chelsea, here comes Garden City the other way as Sunga gets the ball. Sunga drives in, his shot won't go. He's going to be fouled. That's going to be Daniel Titus. That's going to be his third here. 5:06 to play in the first. Titus just picked up his third. Songa goes to the line. He's 3 for 4. Songa only a 50% free throw shooter from the stripe. Hits another one. Songa wants to be a college coach when he completes his basketball career. As he hits them both. 32-21. Neosho with the ball, 4:57 left to play here in the first half. Chelsea with the ball, drives with the left hand, goes up, shot won't go. Songa comes down with the rebound. Gets the ball to Soto. Jadica Soto brings it across on the left-hand side. Now gets the ball to Luau, who gets it back up to Jones. Jones with the ball at the top of the key. Drives to the left, back to Soto. Soto now drives around, gets the ball to Watson. Watson coming off that, and we've got a flop. Gonna have a thought warning. So new rule, flop warning in college. So what will happen there is if JJ picks up another flop, that will be a technical, and then they would shoot. So Neosho with the ball, chance to cut into this lead. Carson with the ball. Here's a feed inside to Russ. Russ almost has it taken away, gets it, now kicks the ball out to the left-hand side, and there's a nice shot by Carson as Carson knocks it down. 32-23, 9-point lead now by Garden City. 4:04 left to play here in the first half. Garden City led by as many as 13. Here's a pass out to Dara. Dara looks to drive off the left-hand side, finds Mason Osborne. Osborne with the ball off the left corner. Mason gets the ball outside to Luau. Luau drives. They're going to call Russ with the foul. And that'll send Rennie Luau to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Rennie knocks down the front end. It's his first points tonight. Freshman out of Alwell, South Sudan. Averaging 18 minutes a ball game as he misses the second. Neosho comes down with the rebound. Buggage with the ball, picked up by Osborne. So he kicks the ball to Carson. Carson now with the ball off the right-hand side, back to Buggage. Buggage looks to drive, kicks the ball into a cutting Carson. Carson makes a couple moves in the lane, goes around, shot won't go. Luau comes down with the rebound. Here comes Denver Jones the other way. Denver Jones drives in, goes in. Denver Jones might have got hit in the eye as he's trying to regain it. See what we got. I think they're going to call a jump ball. KJ Marshall check back into the ball game for Garden City. wiping the ball off as the ball must have. Sam comes back into the ball game. He'll come in for Luau. He'll go to the bench. Garden City with the lead, 10-point lead, 33-23. 3:10 to play here in the first half. This is Buggage with the ball, picked up out front. As we almost lost the ball there, Neosho came up with it. Panthers get the ball. Railford comes up with it. Railford drives off the right-hand side and gets the ball to Buggage. Buggage drives in, nice move, goes up. He's going to be fouled, go to the line and shoot two. Foul's going to be called on Mo Diarra. That'll be his second. That'll send Buggage to the line to shoot two. First shot from Buggage up and in. Jasmine Stango come back into the ball game for Garden City. As Chelsea will for Neosho. Tremaine Chelsea into the ball game. Second shot from Buggage up and in. Buggage got them both. Buggage got 14 here in this first half of the 25 by Neosho. Inbound pass knocked out. Garden City coming the other way as they get the inbound pass. This is Songa. Songa with it off the left-hand side. Snap pass to Soto. Down to Osborne. Osborne looks inside. 15 seconds on the shot clock as they get the ball to Songa. Songa sets up. Looks to drive, not there. Kicks it out to Marshall. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Garden City. KJ Marshall drives in. She puts a shot up. Won't go. We've got a foul underneath. We're going to call that one on Psalm. That'll be his first. Call foul underneath on the rebound. It'll be the 16th foul against the Bronkbusters. Garden City leads 33-25, 2:22 left to play here in the first half. Buggage brings the ball across the timeline for Neosho. Drives off the left-hand side, nice right-hand floater in the lane. Buggage has got another two. 27-33 your score now. Be 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. How you like that, Matt? KJ Marshall with the ball at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Songa. Now kicks the ball to Psalm. Psalm passes right back into Songa. Song's left-handed hook won't go. And Songa's going to commit a foul. Jasmine looking for the rebound. Ends up going over the back. That's his first 16 foul. So that'll send Devontae Russ to the line. His first trip to the line tonight. They had the team fouls wrong, so it will be Neosho's ball. It won't be shooting. It'll be Neosho's ball, length of the court. Got that all fixed. 16 foul for Garden City. Here's a deep three-pointer knocked down by Buggage. Neosho within three. Garden City had double-digit leads. They've let Neosho get back within three. 33-30 Garden City lead. 1:29. We got a foul. Foul's going to be called on Cougar Downing. That'll be his second. So that'll put Mason Osborne on the line to shoot two. Osborne, sophomore out of St. John's, Kansas. Now we've got a stoppage in play. Shooting two, making sure here. Osborne actually made the first shot that they called off. Now turned around and misses that one. So second shot from Mason Osborne on the way. That one off the back of the iron won't go. Osborne misses them both. Osborne, 50% free throw shooter, and that's where he stands tonight, 2 for 4. Here's Buggage. Buggage kicks the ball in. Nice pass underneath. Shot blocked as he goes up by Soto. Rebound right back up and in by Chelsea. So here comes Garden City the other way. Soto with the ball in the corner back to KJ Marshall. Marshall gets the ball to Psalm. Psalm, nice move in the lane, has the ball knocked away, and here comes Neosho the other way. This is Chelsea. Chelsea goes in and gets it. Chelsea drives to the basket. He's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. They're going to call that foul on Jadakiss Soto. That'll be his first. But that'll send Chelsea to the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. Chelsea, 6'4" freshman. Walford, Maryland, St. John's High School. As he banks that one in. 46 seconds left to play here in the first half. 33-35. Neosho now with the lead. Again, Garden City double-point lead. They let them come back in, and we're going to have a charge called on Jasmine Senga. So Senga picks up his second on the charge. Sam will come back into the ball game for Senga. He'll go to the bench. 39.4 seconds left to play here in the first half. Neosho with the ball and the lead, 35-33. Garden City, again, is letting Neosho come get back into this ball game. Once down by 12. Here's a drive on the other end by Chelsea as he puts it up and in. So Chelsea coming alive. He's got 9 here in the first half. 14 seconds as Garden City comes across. Shot clock's off. 11 seconds now. Marshall gets a screen, gets the ball back to Osborne. Osborne in the quarter to Soto. Soto's shot won't go. Had a good look, just couldn't get it to fall down. And that'll be the end of the first half. So as we head to the locker room, Garden City's going to trail Neosho 33-37. Coach Dewey won't be happy about that. Again, they had a one-time 12-point lead. So, tell you what, let's take a 3-second break. We'll get our stats and come back with our halftime show. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronc Buster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back to Conestoga Arena. Welcome to our Morton Buildings halftime show. Garden City recap. Garden City gets out to one time Garden City led with 5:01. Garden City led by 11 points. That was their largest lead. But yet, as we head to halftime, we trail Neosho 37-33. Both teams 40% from the field. Garden City 40.9, Neosho 42.9. Both teams 40% from beyond the arc and 60% from the line. So almost identical shooting. Scoring-wise for Garden City, Songa has 8. Denver Jones with 6. KJ Marshall has 3. Psalm with 2. Mason Osborne with 2. JJ Watson with 11, including 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. Rennie Lewell has 1. For Neosho, it's the DeAndre Buggage show. He has 19 of the 37 points. Cougar Downing with 2. Magic Relford with 3. Daniel Titus with 2. And Malik Carson has 2. And then Tremaine Chelsea here in the last part of the first half. Kind of been the guy that took it over, as he is 4 for 8 from the field, but he has 9 points. Points in the paint, Neosho's outscored Garden City 16-6. Points off turnovers, Neosho's outscored Garden City 15-5. Garden City with 14 bench points tonight. There's been 4 times the game's been tied and 4 lead changes. Largest lead for Neosho is the 4 that they have now. So that's your halftime stats. Being brought to you by Keller Leopold. See if we can find some out-of-town scores here for you. Get those brought up. Men's league today, Kansas City Community College loses to John Woods Community College 77-66. That was yesterday, I'm sorry. Labette loses to Bethel County, or Labette beats Bethel County JV 84-59. Labette, their game underway with Ottawa JV. That game started just a few minutes ago. Colby defeats Allen County 70-67. Heston College 81 over Central Christian. Independence was beaten by Dodge City, or is getting beat by Dodge City. 9:24 to go in the second, 58-52. Seward and Coffeyville should be tipping off any time. Fort Scott all over Tyson Prep, 51-25 at halftime. Johnson County is trailing Metropolitan Community College 37-35. 7:30 tonight, Butler will take on Pratt. Hutch will take on Cloud. And Northwest Kansas Tech will take on Cali. Those games all at 7:30. So that's a look around your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau. Tell you what, let's take another 3-minute break, and then we'll come right back. Get ready for this second half. Don't go anywhere. Garden City trails Neosho 33-37. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back to Conestoga Arena here on the campus of Garden City Community College. Again, first half, Garden City gets out to had an 11-point lead at one time. At 5:04 left to go in the first half, Garden City had an 11-point lead and then let Neosho get back into it. Garden City only 9 of 22 for shooting, 40%. 6 of 14 from three-point range, 9 of 15 from the free throw line. As a team, Garden City's been shooting 72% from the line, and tonight only managing 60 so far. Looking for a different second half. Garden City's going to have to figure out what to do about DeAndre Bundich. Again, 19 points for DeAndre. He's been unstoppable, whether it's outside, 2 3-pointers, and the rest have been from the floor. Normally right down in the paint. DeAndre, if you bring up Bugich's stats, find him here. I had him, now I lost him. Bugich, a freshman out of Gray, Louisiana. 5'10", 180-pound freshman. So that's what I was looking for, is that height stat. He's played in 5 games, averages 31 minutes a game and 16 points. Again, he's got 19 here in the first half. He only averages 16 a season. He's got 19 here in the first half. So far this season, 22 points at Bethel. He had 18 against Ottawa. He had 11 against Dodge, 10 against Hutch, and 3 against Pratt. So coming off one of his worst nights, and he's absolutely killing Garden City. Well, let's take one more break, and then we'll be ready to start your second half. We'll get your second half starting lineups for you. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Aaron Elam back here with you. I thought we were going to take a break. That's my fault. So we'll go ahead and get you starting lineups for the second half. DeAndre Bundich, this will be for Neosho. Bundich, Russ, Railford, Hughes, and Chelsea, who's been hot of late. For Garden City, they're going to go with Songa, Jones, Soto, Marshall, and Samba. That'll be the starting 5. Will be on the floor for Garden City. Sorry, getting my stat sheet caught up here, ready to go for the second half. I apologize. That's right, give you a little live action. You get to listen to the live action taking place here inside of Conestoga Arena. Cheering sanction here tonight has been tremendous so far. We're about a minute away from tip-off here in our second half. Again, scoring for Garden City, Jasmine Songa with 8. Denver Jones with 6. KJ Marshall has 3. Som has 2. Osborne with 2. JJ Watson with 11. And Rennie Lewell has 1. And again, I want to apologize for anybody living in St. John, Kansas. I did not mean to say St. John's a minute ago. I realize there is not a St. John's, Kansas, that it is St. John, and want to thank my friend Jared Rudy for pointing that out on a text. So you'll have to forgive me. I've only been in the state of Kansas for 3 years. We're ready to get this second half tipped off here. Again, Garden City trails by 4, 37-33. Neosho will have, I think Neosho has the ball. Nope, Garden City's going to have the ball here coming out of half. And we're underway. KJ Marshall with the ball. Comes across, drives to his right, now steps up, finds a cutting Denver Jones to the rack. Jones, shot won't go. And here comes Neosho the other way. Buggage drives in with the right hand high up off the glass. His shot won't go. Neosho, though, used with a big rebound. Gets it out to Railford. Railford with the ball out front. Looks to drive, steps back. Shot on the floor, won't go. Garden City with the rebound. Denver Jones brings it across the timeline. Reverse dribble, drives with the left hand, goes in, has his shot blocked. Here comes Neosho the other way. Here's Buggage. Drives in with the right hand shot and has his knocked out of bounds. That will stay with Neosho. Going to say it went off Garden City, so it'll stay with Neosho. Chelsea will inbound for Neosho. 19-13, Garden City trails 37-33. Here's Hughes drives in. Shot won't go. Rebound by Psalm. Psalm gets the ball to Marshall. Marshall brings it across, now to the left, now up top to Psalm. Psalm, deep three-point shot off the iron, won't go. Buggage comes down with the rebound. Here's a drive by Chelsea. His shot won't go. Psalm with another big defensive rebound. Psalm brings it up. Bounce pass to Denver Jones. Jones now to KJ Marshall. Marshall to Soto. Soto back over to Jones. Jones picked up by Buggage. Man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Here's a three-point shot by Jones. Won't go. Out of bounds. See who it's off of. I believe that's going to be off of Neosho, so that will stay with Garden City. Garden City will inbound. Marshall gets the ball into Jones, now to Soto. Soto, bounce pass, now inside to Jasmine Songa with a turnaround two-point shot. So Songa brings Garden City within two, 35-37. 18-10 to play here in the ball game. Buggage with the ball, gets the ball to Chelsea. Chelsea off the left-hand side. Gets the ball to Railford. Railford drives in, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. So Magic Railford will pick up his second. KJ Marshall with the ball. Marshall only has 3 points tonight, so he gets the ball over to Denver Jones, down to Soto. Soto drives inside and gets the ball to Psalm. Psalm's going to be fouled from behind. That foul's going to be on Buggage. That's only his first foul. Titles to check into the ball game for Neosho. Marshall inbounds. Gets the ball to Jones. Jones dribbles it up at the top of the key. Now gets the ball to Soto. Soto, right-handed dribble over to Marshall. Inside to Songa, back out to Marshall. Marshall, three-point shot on the way, drains it. KJ Marshall with his second three of the ball game. He's got 6. Here's Railford with the ball out front, now picked up by Songa. Gets the ball across to Titus. Titus to Chelsea, now to Hughes. Hughes with the ball, almost has it knocked away by Denver Jones on the floor. Neosho picks it up. Now here's a good look pass and a two-handed dunk inside as Daniel Titus slipped away. He's got 4. Here comes Garden City the other way. As Psalm drives in. He's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. That foul's going to be on DeAndre Hughes. That'll be his third. So Samba will go to the line to shoot two. Ties the ball game up as he drains that one. 39 all, 16:57. Second shot on the way, got them both. Neosho with the ball. Buggage out front, picked up by Jones. Gets the ball to Relford. Relford tries to drive, loses it. Soto comes up with it. Here comes Soto, 2-on-2. Soto with the right hand up. Shot won't go. Follow up by Psalm won't go. Psalm trying to get the dunk, couldn't get it to go. And here's Buggage coming the other way. Buggage drives in and gets the bucket, but I think they're going to see if they call the foul on the ground. Foul's going to be called on Marshall. That'll be his first. Mason Osborne comes back into the ball game for Garden City. Here's an inbound pass. Inside to, nice pass inside to Titus. Titus goes right up and puts it in. He's got 6. Here comes Osborne the other way. Back out to Marshall. KJ Marshall with the ball. Garden City trails by 1, 40-41. Nice pass inside to Denver Jones. Jones goes up, and he's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Titus. That'll be his third. That'll send Denver Jones to the line to shoot two. First shot from Jones, up and in. Ties it up, 41 all. .86% from the line is Jones this year, so he gets the second one. Gives Garden City the lead back here, 16:10 to play, 42-41. Here's Buggage as he has his drive knocked away, out of bounds. Stay with Neosho. Neosho inbounds the ball. There's Buggage. Buggage works against Jones, looks to drive, not there, now kicks it out to Railford. Railford drives, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be on KJ. That'll be his second. Only the second team foul this half. Neosho will inbound under its own basket. They do so. Get the ball to Buggage at the top of the key. Now to Chelsea. Chelsea off the right-hand elbow. Finds Downing. Downing drives, has his pass knocked away on the floor. Downing comes up with it. The ball's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against turnover charge to Neosho. KJ Marshall gets the ball, pushes it up. Here's Osborne with it. Osborne to Denver Jones, now to Marshall. Marshall to Jones off the right-hand elbow, back up top to Marshall. Marshall puts the ball inside to Psalm, kicks it down low to Luan. Luan looks to drive, gets it to Osborne, goes up, he shoots, he's fouled, he scores. Mason Osborne with the bucket. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. Mason Osborne, again, the 6', 485-pound sophomore out of St. John, Kansas, with the and one. 50% free throw shooter as he misses it. 2 for 5 is Osborne tonight from the line. Garden City 3-point as Buggage goes the other way. Shot won't go, put right back up and in by Hughes. Back to a 1-point Garden City lead. 44-43, Garden City with the ball. Here's Osborne. Osborne off the left-hand side up to Jones. Jones, deep three-point bucket, and he drains it. Denver Jones with the second three of the ball game. 47-43, Garden City on top. 14:40 to play here in the ball game. Here's a drive by Chelsea. Has his shot blocked. Going to go out of bounds off of Garden City. We're going to have a technical called on Garden City. Called on Som. So that'll be his second. So Senga will come into the ball game for Som. And Buggage will go to the line to shoot the technicals. He knocks that one down. 47-43. Buggage shoots the second of the technical. Gets that one. Perfect from the line. 4 for 4 is DeAndre Buggage. So Neosho will get the ball back now after the technical foul on Som. Here's the inbound pass to Relford. Relford drives in. Shot won't go. Hughes with the big rebound. Turns around and puts it up and in. DeAndre Hughes. He's got 4. Garden City brings the ball down to Osborne. Osborne to Watson, who's back in the ball game. Here's a big pass inside to Songa. Songa trying to get the ball back out to J.J. Watson. Had the pass knocked away, so turnover against Garden City. And here comes Buggage the other way. Buggage's shot up, won't go. Rebound by Russ. Russ with the ball in the lane, kicks it outside to Chelsea. Chelsea drives in, loses it. On the floor, Songa comes up after diving for it. Comes up with it, gets the ball. And Garden City comes down the other way. 13:47 left to play in the ball game. Tie, 47 all. 13:44. 15 on the time clock. Here's a look inside to Songa. Songa turns around. Nice 10-footer by Jasmine Songa. Pass going the other way. 3-point shot by Relford. His shot won't go. Going to bounce. Looks like we got a whistle away from the ball here. They're going to have a foul on Songa. That's going to be his third. And getting with the push on the rebound. We got a full second time. We got a full timeout here by Garden City. So let's take a break and then we'll come right back. 30-second break. We'll be right back in just a second. You're listening to Garden City basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Aaron Ela back here at Conestoga Arena, filling in for Mike Pilosoff tonight. Garden City with the lead, 49-47, 13:26 left to play here in this men's contest. If you're just joining us, Garden City women victorious tonight as they defeated Neosho 81-63. Garden City improved their shooting percentage just a little bit. They're 14-31. Neosho with the ball. Here's a nice pass inside to Hughes. Hazy's goes up for the two-handed slam. Has it blocked by Rennie. Rennie down to Osborne, and we're going to have a goaltend on the other end. Mason Osborne quick down the court and scored the bucket off the big takeaway by Ronnie Luau. Rennie will come out of the ball game and Soto will come in. Jadakiss Soto checks in the ball game. This is Railford with the ball. So he gets the ball to Russ. We're going to have a technical foul on Hughes. Now we've got some chirping going on underneath. We're kind of separate them out here. As Hughes completed, Hughes got the bucket. And then going to be called for his fourth, it'll be his fourth foul, technical foul for taunting. So Denver Jones is going to shoot the technical. First shot from Denver Jones up and in. Denver Jones 3 for 3, now 4 for 4 from the line. As Garden City extends its lead 52-49. Second shot up and in by Jones. Jones gets them both. 53-49. Denver Jones enjoys basketball and likes golf just as well. Here's Jones with the ball. Dribbled around now, gets the ball to Osborne. Osborne off the left-hand elbow, back up top to Jones, now to Soto. Soto gets the ball inside to Daria. Daria pass knocked away. Here comes Neosho the other way. Here's Chelsea with the drive. Left-handed drives in. And he's going to go to the line and shoot two. That foul's going to be on Mo Daria. That'll be his third. Psalm will come back in the ball game. So Chelsea will go to the line to shoot two. Chelsea's first shot up and off the back of the iron won't go. Chelsea makes him 1 for 1 from the line tonight. Second shot up and on the way. That one won't go. Misses them both. Rebound goes to Garden City. Here's J.J. Watson with the ball off the left-hand side. Step back three on the way. That one off the iron won't go. Buggage comes up with the long rebound. Buggage brings it down, looks to push. Now picked up by Watson. Buggage drives in, left hand up and in. So DeAndre Buggage having himself quite a day. And we got a timeout on the floor. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. Garden City leads 53-51, 12-18 left to go in the ball game. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronc Buster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Aaron Neela back here with you at Conestoga Arena. 12-18 to play in the ball game. Garden City with the lead, 53-51 and the ball. This is Mason Osborne. Osborne gets the ball in to J.J. Watson. Watson gets the ball over to Osborne, back to Watson. Watson comes across. Now finds Psalm in the corner, back up to Denver Jones at the top. Denver Jones with the ball, picked up by Railford at the top of the key. Right-handed dribble by Jones, now crosses over to his left side and gets the ball back to Soto. Soto turns, three-point shot. Jadakiss Soto just knocks down a three. First points of the ball game for Soto comes at a good time. 56-51, and now your score, Garden City up by 5. Chelsea with the ball now to Hughes. Hughes inside, feeds the ball inside, has it knocked away as he got the ball to Russ. Going to be a call of foul here. They're going to call that one on Denver Jones. That'll be his first. So that'll put Devontae Russ on the line tonight for the first time. First shot up for Russ. Russ, a freshman out of Louisiana, 6'6", 190 pounds, knocks down the second one. So Garden City with the lead, 56-52. And the ball. Here's a pass down. Garden City throws it away, tries to get the ball to Osborne. Osborne couldn't get a hand on it. Here comes Neosho the other way. This is Russ. Russ turns around, right-handed shot, up and in. Devontae Russ narrows the gap. 2-point lead now, 56-54. 11:15 to go here in a ball game. J.J. Watson with it now, back to Denver Jones. Jones comes across. Double team trap taken away by Chelsea. Chelsea drives down, right-handed shot, up and in. So Chelsea with 2 ties it up, 56 all, here with 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Garden City getting sloppy with it as we look at the stats here. Garden City now with 10 turnovers to Neosho's 8. Points off of turnovers though, Neosho 19 and Garden City only 12. Looks like Watson will go to the bench for Garden City. We'll see who come in to replace him. Denver Jones will inbound. He gets the ball to K.J. Marshall. K.J. gets the ball over to Psalm. Psalm comes across the timeline. Now back to Marshall. K.J. Marshall with the ball, dribbles over to the left-hand elbow, gets a screen from Psalm. Now finds Soto. Jadakiss lets the three-pointer fly, shot won't go. We're going to have a foul underneath. Osborne comes down awkward. He's on the ground. So that foul's going to be on Buggage. That'll be his second. As they look to Mason Osborne underneath the basket. He gets up pretty tender on that right ankle. So Rennie Lua will come into the ball game. Coming into the ball game for the Bronc Busters will be Rennie Luna. He'll come in. Osborne will go off. The foul was on Osborne, but that's going to they're going to get to pick the shooter, so the shooter's going to be Psalm. First shot up and in from Psalm. Kadeem 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Transfer from the University of Idaho, misses the second one. Comes Neosho. Railford with the ball, now back up top. Here's a drive in by Chelsea. Chelsea shot won't go, fight for the rebound. Garden City comes down with it. They're going to call a jump ball. That'll stay with Neosho. 57-56, Garden City on top. 10:27 left to play here in the ball game. Here's a pass into Railford. Railford goes up. They're going to call a block on the floor as Railford's shot goes. They're going to call Soto with the foul. That'll be his second. That's going to send Railford to the line to shoot the old-fashioned three. Railford gets it. So that gives Neosho the lead back, 59-57. Here's Soto with the ball as they get the ball to Denver Jones. Jones with the ball over to Soto. Soto in the double team, in trouble. Gets the ball out to Marshall. Marshall with the ball now. At the right-hand elbow, 11 on the shot clock. This is Jones. Jones with it. Gets it to Marshall. Marshall steps up into a three-pointer. Shot won't go. Time was running out on the shot clock. Big rebound in there by Russ. Here comes Neosho the other way as he gets the ball to Chelsea. Chelsea drives in. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Denver Jones. It'll be Jones' second. We're going to have a timeout. Let's take a 60-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back to Conestoga Arena. Aaron Elam here with you. Going in for Mike Pillisoff. Garden City trails by 2, 57-59. 9:52 left to go in the game. A game that's had 10 lead changes. Garden City once led by 11. That was 5:30 to go in the first. Now trail by 2. Neosho out to the lines. Chelsea 1 for 3 tonight from the line. First shot up off the back of the iron won't go. Chelsea back to the line for the second one. Shot up, that one off the back of the iron won't go. So Chelsea now 1 for 5 from the line. Garden City comes down the other way. Denver Jones with the ball. Jones comes across, gets it to J.J. Watson. Back up top, the key to Jones. 17 seconds on the clock. Denver Jones between the leg dribble. Garden City continues to work down underneath. Denver Jones now pass over the right-hand side. Here's Watson from the corner, drains it. J.J. Watson with his 4th three of the night. First points in the second. Gives Garden City the lead back, 60-59. Here's Railford with the ball. Railford back up top to Russ. Russ now at the top of the key. Lob pass inside to Hughes. Hughes works again. We have a block called on KJ Marshall. That'll be the third personal on KJ. And that's going to send Hughes to the line to shoot 2. Hughes 0 for 2 from the line tonight. First shot from Hughes, up and in. Hughes has 7. Second shot from Hughes, up and on the way. That one off the back of the iron, won't go. Tie ball game, 60-all, 9:03 left to play here. KJ turns around, gets the ball to J.J. Watson. He drains another three. Fifth three of the ball game. Watson's got 17. Garden City out to a three-point lead, 63-60. Here's Hughes with the ball at the top of the key, picked up by Somm. Hughes drives with the right hand, goes up, and he's going to go to the line. Kadeem Somm going to commit his third foul. So Hughes 1 for 4 tonight from the line. First shot up and on the way. Knocks that one down. Neosho shooting 58.3% for this game from the line. Second shot up and on the way. Gets them both. So Sango will check back into the ball game for Garden City. As Luau will go to the bench. Long inbound pass to Somm. Somm now in trouble, gets the ball over to Watson. Watson lines up another three and gets it. 6th 3 of the night for J.J. Watson. 66-62. Garden City with the lead. Now we're going to travel by Russ. Buggage got Russ the ball and he moved to feet. So now Russ will go to the bench. Titus will come back in. Garden City will inbound the ball. Garden City with the ball and the lead, 66-62. 4-point lead. Here's Watson with the ball. Left-handed dribbles inside, has it knocked away. Here comes Buggage the other way. Buggage gets the ball ahead to Chelsea. Chelsea goes up and lays it in. Tremaine Chelsea cuts the lead to 2. Garden City, 66-64. Martin with the ball. It's the ball to Jones. Jones about loses it, gets it back. Jones picked up by Railford. Songa goes to work down underneath, trying to get him the ball, and they do. Songa looks to drive, drives in, now kicks it into the corner to Marshall. Marshall puts a three up. That one all but goes through. And they're going to say it went out of bounds on Garden City on the rebound. That ball was down in the cylinder, rolled around and rolled up. At a bench warning against Garden City. Ball out of bounds. So Garden City with the lead, 66-64. Buggage with the ball for Neosho. Buggage drives over now, picked up out front by Songa. Kick it over the far side, inside to Hughes. Hughes goes up behind the head and dunks that one. So DeMontre Hughes ties it back up, 66-all. KJ Martin with the ball. Gets the ball to Denver. Jones about runs into Songa. Jones drives, loses it right into Somm's hands. And then Somm gets in trouble down the baseline, calls a timeout. So with a 30-second timeout for Garden City, we'll keep it here. 66-all, 6:45 left to play here in the game. Take a look at the live stats here. Garden City now 19 of 39 from the field, 48.7%. Neosho 26 of 57. The big deal here, J.J. Watson, 3 threes. A total of 6 threes on the game. Garden City shooting 48% from beyond the arc. Garden City will inbound here. They get the ball into Jones. Jones looks to drive with the left hand, goes up, tries to throw it down. They're going to call a block underneath. As Jones went up to throw it down, call that foul on Hughes. I've got 5. So that's 5 on Hughes. So Hughes will go to the bench. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with 11. That's going to put Denver Jones on the line to shoot too. So Denver Jones on the line. He knocks down the front end. .86% free throw shooter is Jones. Freshman out of Newmarket, Alabama. Second shot on the way and gets them both. So Jones gives Garden the lead back, 68-66, 6:37 left to play here in the ballgame. Here's a drive by Buggage. Almost loses it, picks it up, goes up and puts it in. So Buggage continuing with what has to be one of his better ball games of his season. KJ Marshall with the ball, now to Denver Jones. Jones gets the ball. J.J. Watson. Watson loses it. Chelsea comes up with it. Chelsea drives down, goes up, puts it up and in. Tremaine Chelsea come off the bench and giving this Panther team quite a spark. Gives them a 2-point lead at 70-68. Here's a pass into Psalm. Psalm looks to drive, and he's going to be fouled. The foul's going to be on Cougar Downing. That'll be his third. Get my book straight. That's going to put Psalm on the line. He's 3 for 4 from the line tonight. Psalm's first shot up and in. Second shot on the way from Psalm. That one good. So Gadid Psalm perfect on that trip. Ties it back up 70-all. 5:47 left to go. This is Buggage. He finds a cutting man, a cutting Titus to the bucket. Danny Titus gets it and rolls it in, or Daniel Titus, excuse me. Neosho back up by 2, 72-70. Martin with the ball up top, gets the ball to Songa. Songa drives in, it's the right hand. He's going to go to the line and shoot two. Nice move by the big man in the lane. Foul's going to be on Chelsea. That'll be his first. Jasmine Senga will go to the line. 5 for 6 as he misses that one. Got 5 for 7. He didn't like that one when he let go of it. Second shot from Senga up and all the way and got that one. 71-72, Neosho on top with the ball. 5:20 left to play here in the game. Here's Buggage. Buggage drives in, shot high off the glass, won't go. Rebound goes to Garden City. Garden City gets the ball immediately to Denver Jones. Jones brings it up the left-hand side. Now to Psalm. Psalm with the ball off the left-hand elbow up top to Jones. Jones hands the ball off to KJ. He'll play at the top of the key. Here's Osborne with the ball now over the left side. Osborne tries to get the ball down to KJ. KJ can't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. And Garden City will turn the ball over. Neosho with the ball. Railford now 4:44 to play. Railford up front, picked up by Songa. Here's a lob pass inside. That one knocked out. They had a mismatch underneath. Songa and Marshall traded men. Marshall was underneath on Titus. They tried to get it into him. Marshall did a tremendous job getting up and knocking that one out of bounds. We've got a timeout, full timeout here by the Panthers. We'll take it with them. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back inside Conestoga Arena here on the campus at Garden City Community College. Garden City trails by 72-71. 4:38 left to play here in the ball game. On the court from Garden City, it'll be Jones, Senga, Psalm, Marshall, and Osborne. Neosho will inbound the ball. They get the ball into Buggage. Buggage picked up out front by Denver Jones. Buggage looks to drive, not there. Now kicks the ball over to Railford. Railford puts up a three, not there. Rebound though, long rebound goes to Tremaine Chelsea, and Chelsea puts it up and in. 3-point ball game, 74-71. Here's Denver Jones with the ball. Now he kicks the ball over to Psalm. Psalm loses it, ball on the ground. It's going to roll out of bounds, be off from Neosho. They're going to say it went off Garden City. So Psalm will come out. Rennie Lewis will come back into the ball game. Neosho now with a chance to extend their 3-point lead. 4 minutes to play. Railford with the ball at the top of the keys. He gets the ball over to Downing. Downing back to Railford. Kicks the ball out to the right-hand side. Here's a drive, knocked away. Chelsea trying to drive, knocked away. Denver Jones coming the other way. Jones goes in, goes up for the shot. Can't get it. Downing's going to pick up a foul. That'll be the fourth on Cougar Downing. So that'll send Denver Jones to the line to shoot two. Again, Jones 86% from the free throw line as he knocks that one down. Jones steps to the line for the second one. Shot up and on the way, gets them both. Jones is 9 for 9 from free throw line tonight. Brings Garden City within one, 73-74. Here's Buggage with the ball. Buggage drives in, kicks it off the left-hand side to Downing. Downing puts a three-point shot up, won't go. Songa comes down with the rebound. Songa gets the ball to Denver Jones. Jones comes across. Denver Jones starts directing traffic, moves it over to the left-hand side to Marshall. Marshall now to the right-hand side to Osborne to Songa. Songa kicks the ball immediately outside to Jones. Jones lets a three-pointer go. It won't go. Rebound goes to Neosho. Here's a pass over to the left-hand side. Shot won't go. Rebound goes to Downing. Downing kicks it out to Buggage. Now to Chelsea. Chelsea to Railford. Railford with the ball off the right hand, just inside the circle. Railford works against Lua. Puts up a three-point shot. That one short, won't go. Jones with the rebound. 73-74. 2:32 to play here in the ball game. Here's Jones with the ball over to Osborne. Osborne feeds it inside to Songa. Inside to Jones. Jones cuts down the lane and knocks it down. Denver Jones for two. Buggage with the ball out at the top of the keys. He gets the ball over to Downing. Downing drives in the lane. Goes up and we got a whistle. He's going to be fouled by Jones. That'll be his third. And that'll send Cougar Downing to the line. First trip to the line tonight for Downing. Downing ties it up as he hits the first one. 75 all, 206 as he gets the second one. So Downing puts Neosho up by one with 2:06 left to go. 75-76. Be a full timeout here on the court. We'll take it with them. Let's take a 30-second break. Come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Basketball here on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back to Conestoga Arena. Aaron Edelman here filling in for Mike Pilosoff. We got quite a ball game. Neosho on top, 76-75. 2:06 left to go here in the game. Now we're going to have to maybe take another timeout, as we've got problems on the court here. They're going to clear the court off, so we're going to have to take a little longer timeout. So we'll figure out a way to stall here. Again, we've had an incident happen on the far end of the floor. I think we're ready to go here. Yep, we're ready to go here. All right, here we go. Got that taken care of as a fan. Didn't like the Garden City student section and come across, and I believe there was some food thrown. Old-fashioned food fight. 76-75, Neosho with the lead. 2:04 left to go here in a ball game. Osborne with the ball off the right, now back up top to KJ Marshall to Denver Jones. Jones with the ball, looks to drive, not there, steps back, three-pointer on the way, drains it. Denver Jones with a big three. Jones having a big second half here. Gives Garden City a 2-point lead, 78-76. Here's Buggage. Buggage drives in, under scoop shot, won't go, rebound knocked out. Neosho comes down with it, then Osborne takes it away. Here comes Osborne going the other way, up and in. Mason Osborne with the takeaway and scorer as he was able to knock the ball away from Titus. Garden City out to a 4-point lead, 1:19 to play, 80-76. This is Buggage with the ball. Buggage drives in, shot high off the glass, and now we've got a whistle underneath. It's going to be Kadeem Som, and they're going to call foul underneath on Kadeem Som. That'll be his fourth, and that's going to send Buggage to the line to shoot two. First shot up and in for Buggage. 5 for 5 is DeAndre Buggage from the line tonight. Second shot up and in. Gets them both. So Garden City, he gets them both. Garden City still with a 2-point lead. 73 seconds left to play. Mason Osborne with the ball to Marshall. Now back to Osborne. Osborne brings the ball across, gets it to Denver Jones. Jones over to Marshall. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:01 on the game clock. KJ Marshall with the ball. Gets the ball to Denver Jones. Jones steps up top, another three-pointer, and he drains it. Denver Jones with 2 threes in a row. Garden City stretches their lead out to 83-78, 52.3, and we got a whistle. They're going to say clock error, so 52.3 seconds left to go. Had a clock error, so the stoppage in play was due to the clock error. 53.8 seconds on the clock, 83-78. Buggage with the ball. Garden City with the lead. Buggage takes the ball, works off a double screen, steps back, looks for something inside, not there, wasting time. Buggage finally drives in, gets the ball to Russ. Russ goes up, his shot won't go. Songa with the big rebound. 38 seconds left to go. Marshall with it. Marshall about lose it. Finally, he's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be on Cougar Downing. That's going to be 5 on Cougar Downing. He'll have to come off the floor. It'll be 2. So Downing will come off the court. Daniel Titus will come in for Downing. Songa will come off the court for Garden City. As Lual will come back in. First shot from KJ up and off. It's only the first trip to the line tonight from Marshall. Second shot on the way, got that one. So Marshall gets one. Here comes Neosho the other way. 30 seconds left to go. Long three-pointer, air ball. Mason Osborne with the rebound. Garden City up 84-78, 23 seconds to go. And we've got a foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Buggage. I believe he had to. That'll be the third foul. That's going to put Denver Jones on the line. 86.8% on the season. Ten for 10 tonight as he got that one. So Jones 10 for 10 from the free throw line, extends the lead out to 7, 85-78. 3-possession ball game. Second shot on the way, got that one. 86-78, 22 seconds as Buggage brings the ball. Here's a three-point shot from the corner. That one won't go. KJ comes up with the rebound. Marshall brings it across, and again, 12 seconds, he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Tremaine Chelsea. That'll be his second of the night. Marshall's first shot won't go. Second shot from Marshall knocks that one down. So Marshall gets one. The official has just ejected the student section here at Garden City. KJ Marshall, 85% on the year free throw, only 50% tonight. As the student section, I've never seen that before. It's the first time I've ever seen that. 12.7 seconds to go. Neosho with the ball, 87-78. Clock down to 10. Screen, here's Buggage. Three-point shot up, won't go. Rebound put back. Nice put back there by Titus. As Daniel Titus puts that one back up and in. 87-80, 7-point ball game. Garden City inbounds it, and that should do it. So Garden City going to come out of here with a win tonight as they're going to win the ball game 87-80 in what was a well-matched, well-fought ball game. Both teams back and forth, several lead changes. Garden City needed that. That will take them to 1-2 in the Jayhawk Conference, 2-2 overall. May help them move up in that West standing as we take a look at that. If I can flip back to that real quick. Thank you. As we look at that West, 1-1 will take Garden City. That will tie them with Seward. We'll see what Seward's doing here in just a little bit. We'll check that, but that'll take them to tied with Garden City, and that'd be tied for third there in the Jayhawk West. So Garden City really needed this win. Tell you what, let's take a 3-minute break, and then we'll come right back with our Prudential Insurance Greg Calzanetti post-game show. You've been listening to Bronc Buster Basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the post-game show here on 99.9 The Rock.